Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. It's day 166 since I was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. And it's been a while since I posted, unfortunately. I meant to do it sooner, but I've been a little busy because I've been actually feeling good, so that's okay too. Anyway, the last time that I talked to you, I was deciding that I needed to make a decision whether or not I was going to continue on with immunotherapy or if I wasn't going to do it at all, or if I was just going to try it and then stop or whatever. Anyway, so I had set it back till the 17th, which would be this Friday. So I have an appointment to see my oncologist on Friday, but I've already told him that I have decided not to continue on with immunotherapy. And there's several reasons why. One is probably side effects. I'm kind of like not willing to compromise how I feel by having more side effects. It's one thing if I'm short of breath because of my cancer or that kind of thing, and maybe I have a cough once in a while. That's okay because that's just part of the disease. But anything else, not willing to put up with it. So that's where I'm at. And also the other reason is because, Harry's prognosis isn't very good, but let's be honest, it hasn't been good for the last 8 years. So, nothing's really changed if you want to know the truth. He's still very alert, very with it. He moves around without any issues. As long as he has his walker, he's good. And so that is kind of wonderful to see. Plus where he's at, he's gotten really involved in the activities. And he's a part of most activities that take place during the day. He goes to the dining room and he eats with his little group and he tells his jokes like he's always done. And it's actually kind of wonderful to see. So when I go to see him those couple hours a day, we really can sit and enjoy one another. And he doesn't have to take care of me and I don't have to take care of him. And it's a freedom that we have that is pretty wonderful, actually. It doesn't seem like it should be, but it is. And I don't want to miss any of that. That's the real key to why I said no. Because I really want what we have right now to continue as long as it possibly can. And that's where it's all at for me anyway. So I've been getting stuff done like, I don't have any pictures on my wall anymore. And I had a lot of pictures and I especially had a lot of family pictures and so on and so forth. I've gotten everything ready to give away. I'm going through stuff and purging and deciding because when I leave here, I leave with my clothes and a few files, my bed and my dresser, and that's it. So there you have it. So it's pretty minimal, right? So that's what I've been doing, just getting ready. So yesterday I had the opportunity, we have one more birthday this month, and this is the little boy that loves the animatronics, and he's born in October, the perfect month for him because he loves all those scary things that come around this time of the year, and he just thinks it's the best thing. So this year, I said to his mom and dad, can I take him out? And I'd like to take him shopping like I have the other three great-grandchildren. And each of those got a pair of boots, cowboy boots, cowgirl boots, whatever. Anyway, and that was always such a fun thing. So with this one, I wasn't sure because he's pretty classic. He's like a Vans kid, with the plaid shorts and the plain, he's got the Vans shoes or he's got Nikes or whatever. He's more classic, okay? So even though he's 5, he's who he is, right? So anyway, so I said, well, let's try it and see what happens. Well, we go into this store that has the hats and the clothes and the boots, and you name it, they've got everything. And he just starts giggling, and he does not want to try a thing on. He thinks it's totally silly, this stuff. Totally, totally. So that was the end of that. So we had to go. What was our second choice? So we went to this store called, I don't know if it was Lunchbox or Box Lunch, but whichever it was, it doesn't matter. It has a lot of Disney stuff in it. But you know what? We didn't see a thing that I didn't see a thing. He didn't see a thing that he even liked. So that took care of that. So on to, guess what? The toy store. What else is there? So he found this great game called Operation, but it wasn't just any operation. It was a ghost that you operate on. So that was perfect for him. So he was very happy with his choice. And then we had lunch, and that was our day, and it was a great day. And it's kind of nice to see someone who's just as comfortable in themselves as they can possibly be, and they just choose to do whatever they choose to do, and either you go along with it or you don't. Okay, that sounds good. I've got to tell you about one of my other great-grandsons. This year he played baseball, and I went to his very last game, and this was a few weeks ago, but it just, he totally cracks me up. He's just so with it. I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. So I get there, and here's this kid with this great big chaw of gum, chewing. And, like the Major League Baseball players, that's exactly what he looked like, with his little white pants and his shirt, his red shirt, whatever. Anyway, so there he is. And his mom was telling me that he selects it himself. He wants the big league chew, and that's what he has. That's what he chews during the game, and so on and so forth. And it totally cracked me up when I saw him. I said, oh my God, like, how do they even know this stuff, let alone emulate it? It's amazing to me. But it was the cutest thing I have ever seen at he's just 5, whatever. The nice part about their particular games that they play, they pitch the ball to each of the kids until they actually hit it. And then they get to run the bases, if they aren't out, but whatever. Anyway, they get to run the bases. So they get the feel for that, and they get the feel for fielding the ball and throwing it to first or throwing it wherever it needs to go home, whatever. They get to do all of that, and it's all practice, and it's great. And at the very end of the game, what they do to determine whether or not the winner is they certainly don't keep score, they have a relay race for the two teams. And the team that is runs the fastest gets done first. They're the ones that are the winners. So it's really kind of a fun event, and it was just so good to see that it wasn't a competition, because they are only 5 and they're meant to be just plain fun at this point. So anyway, that's my story today. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon. As soon as I finish cleaning out all my corners, I would have said, I really don't have a lot of stuff, but that is so untrue. And then you got to remember, I'm married to Harry, who saves every frickin' piece of paper there is on the planet. And of course, you have to go through those, So anyway, talk to you soon. Have a great week. Keep positive. Stay in the moment if you possibly can. It's the best place to be, because that's where you see God's hand in your life. All right? Bye.